Welcome to Cosmic Cakes 11, and this, our first shortcakes, a delicious tiny bite of nourishment for your vibrational journey. And with me today is the whimsical, magical Marta Mari.
Thank you. And I have the pleasure of being with the illuminated and the very lyrical Rebecca Reynolds. So good to see you, darling.
Good to see you too.
So today we noticed the weather. Tell me about the weather.
Well, when I woke up, the winds were spiraling like cyclones, and I knew I had to get out in it. And it made me realize that that was the emotional expression of the people, that they were to all in a whirlwind, and some of them struggling.
Yes. Yes. But I think that's just how we're tapping into what's happening with Pluto bringing all that whirlwind up of all the old, and Uranus with that shifting, that fast electric lightning go. Of course we're whirling, and we're whirling inside. What would you suggest to help us with that whirling so we don't get thrown off?
Right. And you listed so many reasons that are really helping us transform. So that chaos is transformational, especially if we learn how to harness it. And the best way that I know to harness and to begin with is mimic the wind in breath. So when we take a lot of oxygen in and exhale rapidly, it's counterintuitive to the way we normally do it, which is just, we don't even think about our breath. But this is intentional inhalation and exhalation very quickly. And here's how it looks. Not to the point you pass out, but let's just for just a few seconds. And if you can follow me, what we're going to be looking for is quick inhalation and exhalation, and then noticing the sensations after. So ready, set, go. One more. Now, if you can just close your eyes and notice as that energy just goes across your chest, and you might also feel it in your throat. If you practice that short burst of energy, you're going to be infused and also relaxed. And how about you, Marta? What would
I
you
felt
like?
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I felt that. That was lovely. Even just watching, I could feel how it's centered and grounded and really felt nourishing, like you said. I like that very much. So that helps me focus. I'm going to bring the cards out and see if one pops out to say something to us, to acknowledge. Look at that. Here we go. So the Four of Pentacles. There's some work to be done now. Let's focus on that. It may not be the funnest thing, but you know what? Most of the things that we do in life that takes some hard work gives us the biggest rewards, the biggest rewards. So you could say some of the things that you think we could say to help us keep focused on all this hard work.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for picking that card and showcasing it to us so that we understand. And the individual in the card definitely looked like they were having to sort out some things, right? And viewing their world a little differently, which I think is where we're at. We've been doing this now for over 2 years. It's been unprecedented. And so that card was perfection. So I think along with the breath, I'm always focused on our talent to speak. And often what we're saying to ourselves, even thinking and saying, is counterproductive to the direction we want to go. As with the card, the individual is looking at her world thinking, what am I going to do now? And so here we are with the idea of a mantra. So a mantra is a very powerful statement that can help you transform your life. And in this case, what comes to me, anchoring the wind and the card, is my melody whirls with the wind. So my melody, which is just what I bring out in energy, my melody whirls with the wind. And we'll have that in our bio so you can remember it. My melody whirls with the wind. And what additional support do you have, Marta?
Oh, I love the way that feels. It's just so flowing as the wind is and comforting. And it moves my heart And that's what I would suggest, is to bring in a physical form of helping with our heart, since if we stay centered there, we'll feel stronger. It's our most centered place to come from. So what I suggest is some chrysocolla. I have two different forms. It's a very beautiful blue green, but sometimes has cuprite and other minerals in it. So it varies, just like we do. Love it. But it's heart centered, and it helps us feel, love, and work through some of our past stuff as Pluto is showing us to do so. So again, this is chrysocolla to help our heart.
Honestly, I'm so mesmerized by that stone, and it's one I'm not very familiar with. It's completely beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. All
And
unique hearts.
yeah, it's amazing. And I don't know if our audience heard those sounds behind us before, but they were very informational. So we'll talk about that another time. But I do have a supporting drink. And when I think of how to ground during this time, I think of what we put into us as nourishment in food and drink. And what comes to me are always the herbs and the mushrooms. And when I speak of mushrooms, I'm not just talking like shiitake, which is a powerful mushroom. I'm talking about chaga and reishi, and also adaptogens like ashwagandha and maca. And adaptogens help us adapt to stress. They help our bodies balance, and the mushrooms ground us as well as the dandelion. So we will have this recipe, but this is a delicious concoction that I made earlier, and I'm just going to pour this into our current vessel. And then I'm going to support this with the medicinal mushrooms, chaga in a tincture, or you can use powder form. And I'm just going to use 1 dropper full. And then also with the beautiful ashwagandha and reishi, which the reishi is very supportive in meditation. It helps you sink deeper into meditation, and then just enjoy this. And as always, use your own reference. We are not medical doctors, but we are inviting you to a space to help you think about different ways to support this journey. Marta, what would be your closing thoughts on this?
Oh, using all the things that we've shown you, or the ones that speak to you that are similar to this, so that you encourage all different parts of your body, your spirit, your mind, your heart, your physical, all together to grow in your frequency in a healthy way. And this has been our fun little shortcake. Thank you for coming and visiting. And we will have more Cosmic Cake 11 for you soon.
Great. See you again soon too, Marta. Thank you all. Bye-bye.